Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is your girl BJ Beeman coming to you on Fabulous Friday with a pre-recorded video. I am excited for where I am going, where I am taking major steps. So I'm telling you now, catch me in this phase because that next phase is going to be on level. And I want you to grow with me. So hashtag watch us grow. Like this video, share this video, comment, get engaged in this video. Let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out. I do not, and mostly do not record my videos myself as far as like when they're pre-recorded. And so this arrangement is not working for me, but I am at lunch and one, I'm doing something I normally don't do, is going dates by myself. So I am at some restaurant off of Beach Boulevard waiting on meet a client. But I decided to go ahead and do a live on something that has been troubling me, I guess. And not knowing it was troubling me. But yesterday was a day of conviction and understanding where I am and who I am. And so I want to share it with others. Forgiveness. Today's topic is about forgiveness. So on this Fabulous Friday, as I usually post and tell you to drop that stuff in, tell me how you're fabulous, I want us to talk about an underlying issue that we do not give enough credit that is stopping us from being the greater us. So before you go ahead and say this is not for me, stick to me to the end and I guarantee you it's for you. I was not thinking I had an issue for forgiveness because I don't hold grudges and I'm not a mean person, and I forgive and let go. I'm friends with my people who don't like me, and I love everybody, and even people who I've done wrong, I've gone to and asked for forgiveness, and people who've done me wrong, it doesn't even make a difference because I love everybody. I'm your flower child. But yesterday at the doctor's office, I received some news that I can deal with because I know I have some health issues. So the bad news is not the issue. The issue is the fact that I have to go see a GI doctor. And one of the best GI clinics in town is Bowling and Grover. The team, the most amazing team, is out of St. Vincent's Hospital. So my dilemma is, this is the team who was the last team that had my mama's life in their hands. And as you grieve, as you go through the five stages of grieving, anger is one. And anger is usually the second phase that you go through. So as I dealt with my anger, as I dealt with my frustration, I couldn't be mad at my mama for the choice that she chose because I respect my mom. And even if I was mad at my mom, I can't be mad at her for long. So she chose not to tell us that the surgery that she had was not going to prolong her life, help her recover, or help her get to the next stage that we were trying to get her to in her fight of her health issues. And she told the doctor not to tell me the truth. Let's backtrack. For those of you who are new to following me, I was a caregiver for my mom most of my adulthood life. And her doctors and I had a wonderful relationship. And they knew, I don't care what it is, what she tell you not to tell me. You tell me. If she not telling you the whole truth, I'm going to tell you. So when I asked questions on things, they shot me down like I'm crazy, and I could not put two and two together to figure out why is this phase not making sense to me? Why aren't these questions adding up? So long story short, my mom told the doctors not to tell her she was dying and that she did not have long to live. And when I say long to live, I'm talking about she had a procedure on a Wednesday, a Tuesday. She had a procedure on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, 2 o'clock in the morning, we got a phone call that she was hyperventilating. After about 8 hours of being in the hospital and finally the doctors are there to tell us what's really going on, this is when we're told that she asked for them not to tell me, and here we are. So I was mad with that team of doctors. Now I have to see a GI team, and because I'm going through some of the same complications that my mom endured, they want me to see this GI team. That's what I have a problem with. That's what I have an issue with. And even in the midst of saying I have an issue with it, it's not that I'm mad at them. I have to be mad at somebody. I love Dr. Cobby, but I have to be mad at somebody. He's one of the 3 people who I could hold a grudge to. And to my control freaks, that's another lesson. But right now, we're going to talk about forgiveness. So in this forgiving phase that I need to get you to, is forgiveness does not mean that you're mad at somebody. Forgiveness does not mean that someone or something is always on your mind. It's the underlying issue of forgiveness. I'm doing great in life. I'm making things happen. However, now that I'm faced with this, the first thing that came to my mind, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, I have an issue going with this doctor's office. Excuse me. But in the midst of that, that's when I realized that there's some underlying issue. There's something that I need to deal with. So I'm telling this story to my girlfriend at work, and she was like, "Barbara, you need to forgive him." And I'm like, "I'm not mad at him." And she was like, "Yes, you are. Because you're holding on to it." How many of us are holding on to something that's so small, yet it's controlling our next move? We're holding on to something that's so tiny. It's a needle in a haystack, and we really don't know it's there until it's revealed. And then when it's revealed, we don't have a support team around us that's spiritually yoked, that has the spirit of discernment, that can tell us, you have an issue. And how many of y'all are open up to the core people that are around you, that when they tell you you have an issue, that you can deal with it? Earlier that day, I saw a post on Facebook that said, "Forgive it or them, not for them or not for the it, but truly for you." Then last night, in a group session with my clients, my guest speaker, who is amazing, told my mothers, "How many of y'all got an issue with forgiveness?" And on the one way, raised their hand out of 12. And I was like, "No, all of y'all do, including me." Because we hold on to small things that we don't realize that controls our next move. If you have to bring up a situation in the midst of something else coming along, then you have not forgave. You have not let go, and you have not moved on. So I challenge you today to forgive, to find out what issue that you're holding on to, what emotion is attached to it, and let it go. It is going to be a process for me to go into the doctor's office, but I know it's for my best decision. And I want to make sure that you're not missing out, or you're not stopping yourself from being whole healthy because of an issue. This is your girl BJ Beeman again saying it's not about the recording, it's about the message. I love you. I hope the best for you. Love, joy, and peace. Like, share, and comment. Tell me something that you need to let go of forgiveness, and I'll be praying for you. Have an amazing day. Be blessed.